Hi, friends, and welcome to the It Is Written devotional series, week 2. I hope that you are entering into this week able to say with confidence, with more confidence than you were able to before. I hope that you're able to say, I lack nothing, and feel good about that. I hope that you had some time last week with the Lord. I hope that you were able to answer your reflection questions, and I hope that you're ready this week to learn. We are walking into this week with the bold statement, I have strength. So let me ask you something. Have you ever been tired? Just worn out? So tired that you couldn't think straight. Man, I have. I remember one specific time during the writing of this album, I went days with very little sleep. Days. And I remember coming home one day and trying to open the front door of my house with the key fob to my car. And so there I was, standing at the front door, pressing the unlock button over and over again and wondering why it wasn't unlocking. And when I realized what I was doing, it upset me so bad and I just started crying. I was tired. As we say in the South, I was dog tired. And maybe you've been there too. Maybe you're there now. And that's why I love Isaiah 40, verse 29, which says, He gives power to the weak, and to those who have no might, He increases strength. So here's the context. God's people were in exile in Babylon. They had been there for decades, far from home, surrounded by an ungodly culture and carrying the weight of their mistakes. They were tired. They were discouraged, and they were wondering if God had forgotten them. And Isaiah 40 opens with God saying, comfort. Yes, comfort my people. A reminder that He had not abandoned them. Isaiah paints a picture of God's greatness. It says He measures the oceans in His hand. He calls every star by name, and He rules over the nations. And yet, with all of that power, He chooses to give strength to His people. Verses 30 and 31 say, even youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall, but those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. The promise wasn't that life would suddenly get easier. It was that God would renew their strength as they leaned on Him. Now, when we think about strength, we usually think about physical strength, right? I will occasionally go to the gym with a friend, not nearly as much as I need to. And we always have to change the weights out each time we switch because she's lifting heavy weight, what I consider heavy weight, and I'm not. I'm very weak. Let's just say I'm not winning any powerlifting competitions anytime soon. So in the physical sense, I am very weak compared to her. But see, the strength that Isaiah is talking about is different. It's not measured in pounds or reps. It's the ability to keep going when life feels heavy, to stand firm in faith when the ground shakes, and to love when it would be easier to give up. And you see, Paul understood this kind of strength. In Philippians 4:13, he writes, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And here's the context. Paul was in prison when he wrote this letter. Just before that verse, he tells the Philippians, I have learned in whatever state I am to be content. What did he mean by that? He was saying, I've learned how to be okay no matter what's going on around me. And Paul had been through it all. times when he had more than enough, and times when he barely had anything. Times when people loved him, times when people turned against him. He had faced success, he had faced hardship, freedom, and chains. And through it all, he had discovered something. His joy didn't come from what he owned. His peace didn't come from where he was, and his strength didn't come from himself. It all came from Christ. And that's the secret Paul was talking about. That when you have Christ, you already have everything you need to make it through anything you face. Have you ever known a secret? Something no one else knew? You walk differently when you do, don't you? You think differently. You plan differently. I mean, sometimes a secret feels heavy, the kind that weighs you down, but other secrets are joyful, the kind that fill you with anticipation. I know what that's like. I just got back tonight from a celebration. My oldest son just got engaged tonight. And I knew a few weeks before that it was coming. A few of us knew, and we were all so very excited. But it changed the way that we planned ahead because we knew that we were about to welcome a new member into our family, and it brought us happiness every time we thought about it. And that's what knowing a good secret does. It changes how you live. And Paul's secret was like that, but even greater, far greater. His joy, his contentment, and his strength didn't depend on his circumstances. Whether he was free or in chains, in plenty or in lack, he had everything he needed because he had Christ. And that ties us right back to last week's truth. I lack nothing. Paul understood that even when his hands were empty, his life was not empty. Even when he didn't have everything he thought he needed, he had the one who was everything he needed. That's why he could say with confidence, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You may be in a season where you feel depleted. Maybe as a parent, a leader, a husband, a wife, a friend, a teacher. Man, you're showing up, but your soul feels tired. Let me encourage you today. He is your strength. Lean in on him because his strength never runs out. I want you to declare this with me this week. I have strength, not because I never grow tired, but because my strength is renewed by the one who never does. Even when I feel weak, I will wait and I will rise. I'm believing in you guys this week, guys. Spend some time with the Lord. Answer your questions, journal, pray, have some quiet time with him. Remind yourself, I have strength. Hope you guys have a great week. Thank you for joining in. Can't wait to see you next week. Take care.